Welcome everyone. Today we're joined by Belle, Regional Sales Manager for Australia and New Zealand for Azamara. And certainly perfect timing for you to join us with brand new itineraries for 2022 and 2023 that have just come out. Thank you for coming.
Thanks so much, It's so exciting to join you and to have all of your guests here on the channel. I've seen all of the videos you've been doing lately. Such great content. Just a little early for our martinis today, though.
Well, I did think about suggesting, I was like, I'm sure Belle would love to catch up for, I could suggest a coffee, but maybe we should have done it in the afternoon
We could have done a mimosa or something, I guess, for a morning chat as well. We'll have to plan it better next time.
I think so. We'll get straight into it. Why should one choose small ship cruising?
I really think we've seen a trend turn towards the small ships, but for us at Azamara, it's about the ports that we can get into. All of our deployment is really based on that destination and the destination immersion that you get with our itineraries. But you'll see some great new maiden ports coming up in our new itineraries as well. Some close to home and some in Europe, where it's surprising because we've sailed for over 10 years in Europe and we're still finding smaller ports that we can take our guests to. So I think that's definitely one, and it's really a personal experience when you come on a small ship. You don't feel like you're lost in the crowd. You get time to meet from the captain down, hotel director. The coffee barista learns your order after day 1 or 2, because really with only a few hundred guests on board, it's a really personal experience.
Of course, and we can see one of those smaller ports on the banner there.
That's us going all the way down the channel in Venice.
Lovely.
We can still get downtown. We're under 30,000 tonnes. So for our ships, we're able to come in under the bridge in Bordeaux, right downtown in Seville, where we do our overnights, which is just beautiful. And of course, Venice, which everyone loves to sail into.
Yeah. What's one of the best features offered by Azamara that clients just can't get enough of?
I really think that they tend to relax when they've got the all immersive inclusions on board. So from whether you're in an interior stateroom and you've got all of your drinks all day long anytime, all of your meals, your 24-hour room service, all of that's included, gratuities as well. It makes it a no stress cruise. You're not thinking when you come on, oh, what package have I got? How much did I spend today? What's happening? And I find with the all-inclusive, especially for our guests that do like a cocktail in the afternoon, they're not worried about what they're having. There's 23 of them to choose from, all different ones. I've had guests try and get through the whole list. You cannot do it in a 5-day cruise doing the Grand Prix or something, but over a week, you can get through most of them.
Lovely. Will we be looking at new Azza evenings added to itineraries?
Absolutely. I mean, the Azamara evenings has been something that is outstanding for what we've done. With the world and the changes that have been made, we're actually looking at ways that we can adapt to this. We were doing them in 64 different countries, where we would take all of the guests off to one venue or one event, have something amazing happen, always with entertainment, always culturally reminiscent of the place that we were traveling to. So we're just looking at ways that may come on board with our sailings. If there are spots where we can't do it off the ship, we've got great venues on board that we can still give them an immersive experience. So yeah, definitely watch this space, and as I've got some more details, I'll let you know.
Lovely, sounds good. We'll have to catch up in a few months' time and give everyone an update, hopefully. So as an all-inclusive cruise line, how many dining options do the guests have on board?
Now, on our ships, there are 8 different ways to dine. And that seems a bit crazy on a boutique ship that there's that many different options. But of course, our specialty dining is always the most popular. We've got Prime Sea, which is a steakhouse, Aquilina, which is our seafood restaurant, modern Italian seafood feel to it, so Mediterranean. But one of the highlights at the moment is the 8th choice they have, and you can do it in a dining package, or you can just book it as a one-off, and that's our chef's table. This is an amazing 5-course meal, all of your drinks prepared for every course with the food as well. It's just an experience, and each of the chefs put their own twist on this, so that's always really great as well.
Amazing. Will you be adding any new cities to itineraries?
Yes. Now coming up in our local season, in 2021, December, the ship will get here, and that's the Journey coming back. And I actually think she's kind of the popular favorite. She was the first one to come in. She did our world journey with all of our guests going across from Sydney up to London a couple of years ago. And she'll be back. We've got Kingston in Norfolk Island. That's a part of the Auckland round trip, so that New Zealand intensive, which is a really great place, full of history. So really fantastic excursions you can do on the day there. And I will try and pronounce this correctly for my New Zealand friends, but Whangarei is our new port in New Zealand as well. So there are two close to home. Some others are following through with the new deployment that we've got, some great smaller ports in the Greek islands. We actually now have 26 unique ports in Greece that we go to, which is just crazy. You've got the chance to do up to 10 of those in one Greek intensive itinerary. And there are some new ones for those coming up a little earlier in 21. So not sure if we'll make it to those, but definitely the 2022 Greek itineraries we can. And then of course around Japan and a few of the spots in 22 and 23, some unique itineraries there too.
Amazing. Oh, all this talk about travel, it's such a tease.
It is, isn't it?
Look, guys, I've never tried small ship cruising before. Can I still expect all of the entertainment and activities on board?
Yeah, we're a little different to some of the other brands because we are under the Royal Caribbean Group. So entertainment is always very important to us. We've got 4 different venues at night with live music. We have an orchestra on board, and that's something that's always been quite important at Royal. So in Azamara also, we've got the cast that does a round robin of shows and some solo acts. And we have great headliners come in too. So definitely lots of activities and entertainment. Through the daytime, you won't find the regular kind of sporting activities and things that you would on one of the larger ships, but we've always got destination lecturers, port guides. The Shorex team are the ones that run our bike tours. We've got fantastic activities in the port and on the ship as well.
Amazing. What's something unique that Azamara offers guests that other small luxury cruise lines may not?
Now, when I think of Azamara and thinking unique, there is one thing that always pops into my mind, and it's actually what our guests tell us when they come back, and it's our crew. You can't get the Azamara feeling anywhere else. So we've had our hotel directors, our captains, you'd see a lot of them on social media. They are so out there. Tony, one of the cruise directors, has been singing every week and taking requests on his Facebook channel. Really, really cool. They have groupies. They've got followers that follow around particular officers and make sure that they're on the ship when, say, Eric's there with Captain Johannes, who we call the twins. So I think it's that atmosphere. You can't get that anywhere else. And in Azamara, it's the one thing you notice when you cruise with us.
Yeah, of course. Out of the Australian ports visited by Azamara, what's the favourite and why?
I really feel like people get something out of the time that we spend in Kangaroo Island. It's just one of those bucket list spots. So for Australians, New Zealanders, they all want to go there, and our international guests as well. But seeing just the beautiful scenery when they're in Kangaroo Island is pretty amazing. I have to say, I've had some great trips. So we've done the overnights in Cairns, and that's really fun as well. You can do an overnight stay, you can go out. Sometimes we've had that as amazing evening in Cairns, where we've had one of the Aboriginal groups come in and perform and tell us all about their culture to the guests. So the international guests loved that as well.
Lovely. And out of all the ports visited by Azamara worldwide, which one have you found the most remarkable?
Now, I always put at the top of my list the fact that we go to some smaller ports. But when it comes to Europe, our overnights, I've been really lucky to do an overnight in Monte Carlo. Now, when you pull in to that port, like you do, you feel like you are the rich and famous. Look at me. And it doesn't matter what you're doing. You go up by that casino and you see the amazing cars that are out the front, the art galleries, the stores, the history, even just going by the ballet theatre, like that port is pretty amazing. And the fact that we stay in and do an overnight, and I was really lucky to have our evening under the stars, kind of our white party in that port. So when you're looking out and you see all these super yachts and these amazing ships, you really do feel pretty lucky to be there.
Well, I only visited Monte Carlo for the day, so I can't even imagine.
Oh, it's so different when you get to be in the ports later. Like, that's what I like about our late stays and our overnights. The guests get to feel that. They get to feel the atmosphere through the day, but at night in these ports as well.
Amazing. And what cruise have you got your eye on next?
Oh, I really am looking at these Greek intensives. I have to say, I've done quite a bit of Europe. My husband is from Europe, so we spend most of our summers there, just not this year. So maybe when we go back, hopefully next year, we'll do one of the Greek intensives as well. The Croatian coastline is amazing. I've done that one already.
Yeah.
So I think I need to tick off another country intensive. So Greece is on the top of my list.
Amazing. Oh, Belle, thank you so much for joining us today. It's so lovely to catch up with you, and we really look forward to, having you visit again in the office and the team.
Yes.
Feel a little more normal as we go along, whatever normal might be out of all of this. But look, thank you so much. Lovely to catch up with you.
Thanks so much, Have a great day. And thanks, everyone. Hope to see you and guests on Azamara soon.